Crownless is the first boss battle in Wuthering Waves, and due to that, players have had high expectations of him. Unfortunately for many players, however, those expectations led to disappointment. But why did people have such high expectations in the first place? Crownless has been featured prominently in all the Wuthering Waves marketing material right up until release. Most notably, he was the featured boss fight in the gameplay trailer at the 2022 Tokyo Game Show, and even the latest dev interview when talking about the improved combat mechanics section. That, and with him being the first big boss of the game, it's understandable why many people were looking forward to this fight. So how did it play out? Damn, that's pretty good. Spears of rock erupting from the ground, the sonic attack disorientating the team, followed up by him suddenly appearing not even an inch away from the rover's face. They exchange a couple of blows and we're in the fight with Yang Yang as the support. What is there to be disappointed about? Well, if this is the only thing you've seen about Crownless, then I'd say nothing at all. However, not everything is in a vacuum, and many of us have been following this series since the first announcements. So this was CBT2. How about CBT1? It can't be that much different, can it? Okay, now I get it. The darker tone and overwhelming nature of Crownless really comes across to us as the viewers with some great action pieces in that short time. Bullet dodging speed and ferocious knees to the chest, a spinning roundhouse kick sending Yotan flying to the ground like a chewed up ragdoll in Pitbull's playpen, finishing up with an intense power beam emitting punch for which Yang Yang sacrifices herself to keep us out of harm's way, leading us to think, wait, is she actually gonna die here? Yang Yang, no! Personally, while I have no problems with the new cutscene, I think the version in CBT1 was clearly much better. It's not that we're dissatisfied and blindly asking for a better version, it's that we've seen the better version and feel that we're being given something inferior. The issue many people have is that it feels like something was taken away from us. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that what we got in CBT2 is actually closer to the technical test way back in the beginning, so we went from this to that, then back to this. To quote this user here, we lost a meaningful target for word-of-mouth advertisement. Pointing at the Crownless encounter and saying to people, this is just a tutorial boss, felt really good. People were rightfully impressed. It set Wuthering Waves apart from the competition. So why the change? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any definitive reasons online. The closest thing I could find is that the CN player base didn't like seeing characters that they want to pull forward getting harmed in any way. If I were to guess at another reason, admittedly it is a little long for just the first boss fight, and having Crownless be able to do all this cool stuff in the cutscene only to get curb stomped by a newbie like us right afterward would have seemed a little bit odd, so I can see why Kuro Games might want to have changed it. While some players preferred the harder fight in the previous version, it seems most users are praising Kuro Games for the improvements to the combat mechanics and tutorial fight in general, but still wish that they could have kept the cool intro from CBT1. Okay, so there's this one thing in the CBT2 that really stood out to me, and it's a tiny nitpick. Where the hell were Chixia and Baizhu? Why is Yang Yang the only one supporting us? In CBT2, all three of them, including Yang Yang, were infected by the sonic attack, so if Yang Yang is good to fight, where are they? In CBT1, Crownless wiped the floor with everyone except MC, which explains why we were fighting by ourselves. Like I said, it's a nitpick, but I still found it a little bit odd. What do I think? As I mentioned in my last video, various other changes have been made to CBT2, but I don't think that affects this particular fight. If the point of contention from the playbase was Chixia and Baiju's distrust of the rover and excessive violence to the characters, then they could have just used Crownless's first intro, toned down the attacks a little, cut out Yang Yang's near-death scene, then just keep the fight and cutscene afterwards. That's what I think they should do anyway. This guy agrees too. Crownless was much more intimidating when he was mixing the team up. Why couldn't they have left him intimidating? Thanks, AskBlaster628. I know you've always got my ass. But this is still CBT2 after all, so maybe, hopefully, Kuro Games takes this kind of down-the-middle approach when it comes to the official release. But what do you think Kuro Games should do? Let me know down in the comment below. And if you like this video, you'll probably like this video too. And also, don't forget to subscribe for more videos in the future. So until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.